From optimism to a crushed season.
Are we disappointed for our kids and our families that really wanted to play football? Absolutely.
High school fall football now permanently on hold in Colorado.
There's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of confusion.
Plus, no answers and no arrests.
Kids, babies that were caught in the middle of this tragedy. We owe it to them.
Now a $40,000 reward to find those responsible for killing 5 family members in a house fire.
We need your help. Anyone that have any tips, help us.
And melting snow. How long the cold temperatures will stick around before summer makes a comeback.
Thank you for joining us at 5. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. And before we get to Mike and our ever-changing weather, we want to talk high school sports.
Despite the green light from Governor Polis yesterday, today the state's High School Activities Association said sports like football, girls volleyball, girls field hockey, and boys soccer are all staying put until spring.
Denver7's Lance Hernandez joins us now. Lance, a lot of disappointed players tonight.
And disappointed adults. You know, yesterday the governor said his office would be thrilled to go ahead and support CHSAA if they decided to go forward with fall sports at school districts that were ready to move forward. But last night, CHSAA voted unanimously to stick with its earlier decision, pushing fall sports back to spring.
There's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of confusion. I think anger is a good word.
Sports columnist Paul Klee at the Denver Gazette says he's heard from a number of parents who worry that their children may not receive scholarship offers because football has been pushed back to spring.
We can look around outside of our state and we can see that Utah is already in week 4 right now.
We understand that our school communities would like to return to all levels of normalcy.
The president of the CHSAA Board of Directors says the safety and well-being of students is paramount. He says board members reached out to respective districts before making their decision.
The result of this action gave clear direction to the board in support of the plan approved in August.
So no football until spring.
We have to honor that, and we have to respect the fact that we got to make decisions that keep kids healthy and keep kids safe, and in the end we got to move forward, and so that's what we'll do.
We really need to give the option to the families. A lot of these families are going to sign waivers.
Tim Jenkins, a former coach at Thunder Ridge High School, now runs Jenkins Elite, a football skills training company. He says high school football is more than just youth sports.
And in a world in which nothing's normal and all these kiddos are battling the virtual schooling and everything else, being able to go be around your teammates for 2.5 hours every day wouldn't be the worst thing for a lot of these 18-year-olds.
Governor Polis issued a press release today saying that if CHSAA's board of directors voted unanimously to go ahead and push stuff back till spring, his office supports that decision. Lance Hernandez, Denver7.
Lance, thank you. Waking up to a winter wonderland at the end of summer. There were plenty of downed trees and power outages across the metro this morning from our record-breaking September snowfall. But if you look outside the Mile High City now, it looks like most of the snow is already a thing of the past.
Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson joins us at 5. The snow is melting, Stacey, but still cold, especially for some summer.
Yes, about 40 degrees cooler than where we should be this time of year. Instead of in the 80s for afternoon highs, we have been in the 30s and 40s for today. We did have some significant snow, though, up in the mountains and here across the Front Range, between 4 and 10 inches of snowfall. At El Dorado Springs, 8.9 inches, Golden, 7.1, Boulder, 4, Elizabeth, 4, and 2.8 for Arvada. Now, our highs this afternoon have been in the low 40s here around Denver, 50s off to the west from Steamboat to Eagle into Grand Junction. And we still have a freeze warning in effect tonight through tomorrow morning from northwest Colorado, as well as some winter storm warnings and advisories in effect for southern Colorado. We'll still see a little snow in through tonight, but here for the Front Range, things have quieted down a lot, and we are going to see some big changes on the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know how hot it's going to get coming up.
All right, we'll catch up with you, Stacey. Thank you. And as always, you can get live weather and traffic updates at any time. Just search for the Denver7 channel on your Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, or Amazon Fire Stick.
And the cold and snow is great help for our firefighters. Between 8 and 14 inches fell on the Cameron Peak fire up in Larimer County overnight. Crews say that fire has not grown since the snow started yesterday, but this big fire is still just 4% contained. And with the heat coming back this weekend, crews working all the major fires in the state say they're taking advantage of this winter weather to make some progress on the fires.
Whether it's snow or heat, having the energy to power our homes are important to all Colorado families. And with many still struggling during this pandemic, today the state launched a new $4.8 million fund to help people pay for their utility bills.
This is one of those basic core needs that we felt would best serve hardworking Coloradans. I just want people to apply. I want them to make use of these dollars.
To see if you qualify for utility assistance, visit energyoutreach.org. There you can also be connected with a caseworker to help guide you through the application process.
A plea tonight to find the people responsible. More than a month now has passed since the family of 5 from Senegal were killed in a house fire in Green Valley Ranch. The masked suspects believed to have started the fire have not been caught. Today, police increased the reward, hoping to get any new information. Denver7's Liz GELARDI was at that announcement today and is live now outside Denver Police Headquarters. Liz?
Well, in that $40,000 reward from Crime Stoppers, police are hoping it will bring in additional tips. So far in this case, they've received about 4 dozen tips. And we also asked police if they're any closer to figuring out why this family was killed.
We need answers. We need justice.
More than a month after a deadly fire believed to be arson, and a tight-knit immigrant community is still mourning and scared.
It created a lot of worry, a lot of concern, a lot of fear. And some people are not sleeping well, some people are not eating well just because of just the unknown factor, who did this and why they did it.
Police released a newly enhanced image showing 3 suspects wearing hoods and face masks. They believe those people set fire to this home in Green Valley Ranch on the morning of August 5th while the Deal family was sleeping. 5 people died, including 2 kids.
I just hope somebody comes forward. That's all the community is looking for, is just answers and justice for the family.
The family is from Senegal, and police say they're not ruling anything out.
We fully understand and appreciate the concern that the families and the residents may have been targeted, either because of their race or religion. This is certainly an element of the investigation that we're actively probing. Currently, we do not have any information indicating that anyone else is at risk.
And a representative from the family says that the family has been buried back home. That was part of the wishes, but they have one more wish, that someone will be arrested. Anyone with information is being asked to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting live, Liz GELARDI, Denver7.